Hi besties, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kelly and welcome back to Vlogmas. I'm doing daily videos up until December 25th, Christmas Day, and I'm so excited. Yesterday I shared a book shopping vlog and a haul, so today I thought it would only be appropriate to do a November wrap up and share with you guys what I want to read this December. And I have been loving sharing these book videos because a lot of you guys have been giving me so many recommendations on what to read, and also we've been following each other on Goodreads, which if you guys are on Goodreads, I'd love to add you as a friend. I believe my username is just at kellyprepster. I'll put like a little pop-up over here, and it's a picture of me and my little pup Burrow, but I have been loving it. I set the goal for myself to read 10 books. I started this in October, and I think I'm 2 books away, which I'm so excited, but I wanted to do a November wrap-up plus what I want to read in December. If you guys have any book recommendations, let me know, but also if you have read any of these books or read a chit-chat about them, I do read and respond back to every single comment, and I love connecting with you guys, so be sure to leave a comment down below. And before we get started, hit that subscribe button, join our Prepster fam, and I'm so happy that you clicked on today's video. But let's dive in to my November wrap up. So in November I only read 2 books, but you guys, these books were so good. So let's get started with yours truly. I bought this back in October. I knew I wanted to read it. It was the top of my list, and oh my goodness, if you are wanting to get into reading or kind of in a reading slump, this is a 5-star book from me. I rated it 5 stars. It was just chef's kiss. I do know this author has a whole series, and this is not first in the series, but you can definitely read it as a standalone, but I do think it has a few spoilers from her previous characters. Excited to read her other books. I love her writing, and I usually don't read the author notes at the end, but I read the author notes at the end of this book because I was so sad when it ended because it was that good, and it made me love the book even more. Basically, the author kind of struggled with some of her own health issues, and she drops little bits of her own life into the characters of all her books, and it was just, it made me love the book even more, like if that's even possible. But anyways, it is about these 2 doctors, Jacob and Brianna, and Brianna wants this job promotion and Jacob transfers to her hospital that she works at, and they just have a really rocky first start. He has a lot of like social anxiety, and it was just so interesting to see like his point of view. And I think this is one of those books, let me recall, I read it last month, where it goes back and forth between point of view, which I really liked. I didn't have a problem reading that, and it was just so interesting to see how he thinks about things and how he really thinks about every little detail, and how she really adapted to his thinking, and she didn't make a big deal of his anxiety, and they were just such a cute match. Love, love, love this book. They wrote letters to each other. It was like romantic, it was cute, they had funny banter. Again, just loved it. 5 stars for me. And then I also read Twisted Love, and this has also been on my previous TBRs, and I was like, I gotta read it. It is time. These 2 books are the like first 2 books that I bought when I was like, I'm gonna get into reading this year. It's gonna be so much fun. This one at first was a little slow, but I really liked it, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I started listening to this on Spotify as an audiobook, and then I started reading it, and I kind of would go back and forth. And with what I do on kellyprepsterstudio.com, my business, a lot of the times I can wear headphones, but I have to be working on other things because I do a lot of ASMR style stuff, so it was really nice because I could listen to the audiobook while working. And you guys, this book was so good. I rated this 4 stars, and I really did like it. It got a little spicy just a little bit, and I think that maybe lowered my rating for that, but the storyline I guess was kind of predictable a little bit, or kind of like, does this really happen in real life? But there were so many plot twists. Like I was just kind of like, oh my gosh, it just kept getting more and more like, did this really happen? And then like at the end of the book it kind of made sense, like one of those moments. But it was like a romance. I believe it's like when they move in together is like one of the tropes, and it was just really like well done. I liked it, and I'm excited to read the next one. I think the next one's Twisted Games. She has like a whole series, and they're like one of the best sellers, so I think I'm gonna read this one next. It sounds really good, maybe in January, but then I want to share with you guys what I want to read this month. So I've already started, and I just got this beautiful Disaster, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, last night I stayed up reading this so much. I read exactly 200 pages, so I'm halfway through the book. Okay, I like cheesy romances like this. This is like college bad boy likes the good girl. It's really cute. Again, I saw this TikTok where it's like, why do I always like these book boyfriends that I would never like in real life? Because I felt that, like, this guy has got a lot of red flags, like I would never fall for him, but I ship these two so much. But I will say it turned into a motion picture, and I asked John, I was like, will you Google the cast, but don't tell me because I don't want to know, because I don't want it to ruin like who I'm imagining the characters to be. And then by the end of the night I was like, please tell me, I need to know. And I was like, oh, I don't know. So I'm curious if you guys are reading a book that turns into a movie, do you like to know who the cast is? Because that kind of like, it didn't ruin it for me, but I was like, that is not who I was imagining the characters to be. But it is so good. I really have been liking this. I refer to it similar to After, which is like the One Direction fanfic, the Harry Styles fanfic. And honestly, I can see a lot of similarities between the two books, but I really like this one. Then I also wanted to read The Things We Never Got Over. I am currently about 32 pages into this. I know I seem a little crazy reading multiple books at once, but it's like, I want to read all of them. And this is about Knox Morgan, and he doesn't tolerate any drama. And so far where I'm in, it's about this main character, Naomi, and her sister is just like some crazy girl who left her daughter for Naomi to take care of, and they're identical twins, and supposedly Naomi's the normal one and Tina's just like crazy. Naomi's like cleaning up Tina's mess and Knox is helping her, and it sounds really good. I haven't really got far into it, but everyone is raving about this book. It's been on Book Talk. I had friends DM me saying like, you're gonna love this. So I'm so excited. And I also have 2 more books, which again, it sounds a little crazy, but I just kind of like being ambitious with this. So I am about halfway through Icebreaker. I like reading multiple books at once. I've always done this. This is a hockey player romance, and it's so cute. So it's about Anastasia and Nathan, and Nathan I think is just head over heels for Anastasia. Really cute, a little spicy. I don't know, I feel like everyone's talked about it but hasn't talked about that. Their banter between each other is so cute, but this is again another like college-y romance. And then I also picked up Love Redesigned, and this is by Lauren Asher, who wrote the Dreamland Billionaire series, which was one of my favorite books series that I read. I read them so quickly, I was like, I have to get through all of them. And this is about Julian and Delilah, and I believe my camera battery died while I was filming that, but I believe this is a small town second chance romance, which I'm so excited about. My favorite booktuber, Destiny Sidwell, just did a silent review of this and said it was so good. Well, didn't say it, expressed that it was so good. So excited to read this. It's definitely a thick book because it's 515 pages long, which is so crazy, but it is a new series of billionaire romances, which that is one of those things that I just love reading about. So I'm super excited to hopefully get through all 4 of these books. And I know that is a ton of books to pick out, but I like to aim high. I love to read, and I think I'm a pretty fast reader, so I'm super excited. Again, be sure to follow me over on Goodreads. I'll follow you back. I love seeing what you guys are all reading. It makes me so happy, and it's so much fun to update your progress on there as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and this is my December TBR. I would love to know in the comments down below what you're reading. I love a good recommendation, and I would love to check out your book rec. So thank you again for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys back here again tomorrow for another Vlogmas video. Bye besties!